What are my thoughts on the new fan film? Find out next. Hey guys, welcome to Black Against Reviews. Just wanted to give my thoughts on the Scene 38 reimagined by FXitinpost or FXitinpost channel. I was looking through there, assuming there's more content given the amount of subscribers, but yeah, it's just this, some teasers over a year's time span up to this release, and it's amazing. It's crazy that people could put this much and add more context to a scene already established in Star Wars, and make it tie in with the whole saga, not just the films 3, 4, 5, but also Rebels and Rogue One. First off, I want to say it is kind of a cheat for a fan film, I guess, in the aspect of, like, they already have something people like and they're just adding to it. But with that being said, there's the delivery, if you will, making it worth watching, making it enjoyable. I've watched it twice, not just to cover it, but I just really enjoyed it and wanted to get more context out of it. Excuse me, I'm a little sick. One nitpick I would say, and this is just a very minor nitpick, is I wish they would have matched or found a way to make the whole thing feel a little grainy, like when you see shots from episode 4 blended in with this. They do it pretty well, the lighting and all that, but I just wish they could have made it look a little more grainy so it matched completely with kind of, I guess, photoshopping Obi-Wan in a few scenes outside of the actual Star Wars 4 footage. So that's one nitpick where I think they could have improved. Maybe if they do another project like this to add more context with the saga to a scene. The other thing I like, I'm a big prequel fan. They used, I think, episode 3, Obi-Wan and Anakin fight music with that, kind of hellish or descending type of, like, ominous choir when they're fighting on Mustafar. That added a lot. They really managed the music throughout, where you see the flow from mainly Obi-Wan and Vader, but they cut to scenes from the movie of, like, Leia and company, Luke trying to get back to the Falcon, and then later on Luke reacting when he sees Obi-Wan die. And they used a few cuts from those scenes of Vader and Obi-Wan in between the fight sequence, but overall I think they used that stuff sparingly and appropriately. It's very impressed. I really like one little trick I noticed is they didn't really show Obi-Wan. There's like 1 or 2 scenes where they show the actor, like his face or whatever, but in a kind of hidden way. Or like at an angle where you're not really focused on it. They definitely utilized that difference where Vader is a character in a suit versus Obi-Wan is a guy with a hood. He has his face revealed. So you definitely see the film trick of, like, not showing his face as much as possible, just to kind of add to the suspension of belief with, the scene being the way it was in 77, because it's, an old man fighting. What's really cool too is you see some of the iconography, if you will, like when Vader's waiting there for Obi-Wan, he lights his saber like Rogue One, and I'll have to watch episode 4 again to see if that's how he lights his saber when they start. I thought he had it at his waist, ready to go, or he already had it lit, I'm not sure, but that was a cool little reference. And you definitely hear multiple times the dialogue of Obi-Wan and I think Anakin from Mustafar, their fight. I think the part where he's burning. That was really good. There's one line, I think he says impressive or something like that. That's from 5 when he's fighting Luke. But yeah, I mean, it's just really great to see people create like that, and I see stuff like this, and that's how they get our attention, is by utilizing an IP we know. So they're having to, not make money from it. They can't crowdfund unless they've already done it beforehand. People didn't know about it or what have you. But they got a lot of loophole, or a lot of hoops to jump through to create this, just like the Ray Kinnick does for Ahsoka with her husband. And so this just adds to my whole, like, same with Star Wars theory. I want to see a comic skate type revolution in film, where it's like the industry's not going to move the way we want, as fast as we want at the least. So they're going to have to learn the hard way, and so we need content to fill up our time in the meantime. So I really want to see people that do these passion projects like this get an idea or something to create, or work with someone like, I don't know, Mike Miller with Lone Star, or EVS with Cyberfrog, and just make something that only one guy is telling them what they can and can't do with it, and letting them crowdfund as much as possible. But yeah, overall, I was just really impressed with how they pulled this off, and love the fight scenes. I like how they made it very much reminiscent of intense choreographed fights like Episode 3. I'm waiting to see Rookie Critic, hopefully tomorrow, react to this. He has not watched it. I tried to get him to do it tonight. He said he'll put it off for tomorrow. It's on his to-do list. So look forward to that as well, my buddy Rookie Critic, if you're new here. I'm trying to think what else to say. There's a lot to say, I guess, but there's also not a lot, because it's really just more stuff added to a scene where it's kind of like, I don't know, deleted footage. You can kind of compartmentalize it in your head like that. I can definitely see the Last Jedi fanboys, like the way they reacted to the Vader fan film. They're like, oh, look, they're just making Vader do crazy shit, fanboys or whatever. Yeah, it is gratuitous, but it ties in both trilogies, and Rebels and Rogue One. It's it added something that wasn't available at the time. And the other thing too with I guess I applaud them for tying this in with Episode 3 is they put you in the mental state, if you will, hearing this dialogue and the music soaring at certain points ominously with Vader fighting Obi-Wan. It brings you back to like that mental state that he must have had for 20 plus years, hoping he had come across Obi-Wan again and even the score. And I like how they ended it. I didn't notice this the first time, but they end it where it's like he's aware of either Luke in the Force or Obi-Wan reaching out to someone through the Force, and that anger is still there. He doesn't get any payoff from killing his master, his former master. And so yeah, I never really thought about Episode 4 when Vader's trying to get through the door and it closes on him. The fact that he might have sensed Luke for the first time then, because Obi-Wan was the bigger presence and the more personal presence. Yeah, if anything, that whole sequence with Episode 3 and the thought process of Vader, it just it rounds out the whole saga and kind of completes stuff we didn't know at the time, seeing Episode 4 by itself. So yeah, just props to these guys. I want to see more content. I'm sure they're getting lots of contact from people, so I don't have any hope, but I'm going to hit them up, see if maybe the creators want to come on a stream and just, talk Star Wars, talk this project, and future content from them, if that's a thing, or if they're just film people, this is a passion project. We'll see. But yeah, look forward to those two things, me attempting to get these people on a stream and chat with them, and the Rookie Critic reacting to this. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, and catch you later.
If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you'd like to support this channel, consider becoming a patron or buying store merch from the Teespring store. Don't forget to check out the growing list of friends in the Fandom Collective in the description below. And follow me on Twitter, @AngusReviews. See you there.